Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Delersholid, Steelclutches, the bloody fortress of Conquerors. Now, I would say we're looking good at this point, but I think the fortress speaks for itself. Oh yes, still have our insane dwarf in the meeting hall here, waiting to die. Now, last episode we were able to complete these 2 tunnels, which is just stupendous. In this episode, I'm hoping to finish off those 2 others. And maybe we'll see about getting that little area finished off, or started up, I suppose, in this bottom of the waterfall sort of area here. It'd be nice if we can get some like regular access to sun and stuff, so we stop vomiting whenever we go outside. Oh, and you know what? Something else I never even started last episode is like making things to trade when the traders actually come to us this year. So I'm going to start that. What the hell can we make at our fortress? We will make what's some nice mechanisms. We can make some mechanisms. Or oh, mechanic has been found dead. What are you talking about? Well, I see no mechanics that have been fighting recently, except this guy. Oh shit, there he is. Here he is, right here, just dead in a doorway. Why in the name of hell would he be there, just dead in a doorway? YouTube, why is this mechanic dead in a doorway? We just started the episode, like, what, 4 seconds ago? And we have a mechanic dead in a doorway. Why in the world is he dead in a doorway? What the hell happened here? The last thing that happens to him, Goose Corpse, misses the mechanic. So this guy was being accosted by a goose corpse. That's a mechanic that got chased down into the fortress by that goose. But since then, he's been like walking around, minding his own business, just walking through the fort, and then he died in a doorway. Well, I don't assume he'd be mangled. No, he's just a normal old corpse, like one of the ones that can just reanimate and make more corpses with my dwarves, the living ones. Maybe I will try to get him just thrown in this dump pile here and just like lock him in there and crush him real quick. That's what I'm gonna go with, actually. We have 17 idlers, so hopefully someone will grab that little carcass and throw it down yonder. Somebody's grabbed the carcass and he's walking. Okay, so the carcass is in there. We have no problems. We win. Okay, now we can start the episode in earnest, because the carcass will be nicely smushed momentarily. Smush, see ya, Mebzuf. I have no clue how he died. I actually have no clue. He wasn't killed like the other guy there, who was just killed by the mayor because the mayor's a douche, and he was just dead in a doorway. What the hell was I saying before a dwarf was found dead in a doorway? Right, we're gonna work on those other tunnels and possibly do that nice little little thing above the water there. We have 84 dwarves currently. We have quite a bit of food, quite a bit of drinks, so that's not a concern. We do have to make things to trade. That is probably our biggest concern at the moment. I don't know. We need like a stone stockpile, but stone hauling is it's annoying. It really is. Maybe I'll set up a little stone stockpile. Usually when I play Dwarf Fortress and I make a stone stockpile, I make this huge sprawling thing that never has a chance to run out of stone. But maybe that's a problem. Maybe it causes way too many of my dwarves to go out hauling. I'll just make a small one right here. But until then, we really should come up with an idea. We'll make things out of rock. But what? What can we trade? Just rock crafts. Crafts? Microcline. Yeah, I'll make microcline crafts. There we are. We're really going to try to multitask this episode because you know, we've just been kind of going goddamn slow. Get all this stuff smoothed out. Alright, this episode we're definitely getting those 2 tunnels done. Both of them. I mean, we've done it twice already. We know what we're doing. Oh, goody. Cheesemakers taken by a fey mood. I'm sure it'll end up well. Almost always does, really. Rough gems, shells. Yo, anybody out there in YouTube land want to give me an idea on how to get shells? If you know, I would appreciate the input. And it'll be your advice that I'm taking. Isn't that exciting? Maybe I'll even give a little shout out to you. And all of my millions of watchers will be like, oh my goodness gracious, he took that guy's advice. Yeah, I really wish I could stop losing dwarves to insanity. It's kind of annoying. Although I do appreciate this growing zombie stockpile. I really can't think of any beneficial use to put them to. But I like the possibility that there is something I could do with them. Maybe we should start making some metal. I know we don't have an anvil yet, but what the hell? Nabarotum, the goose corpse. I don't recall this thing having a name before. Maybe it had injured that mechanic so badly that he later died and then it got a name. Certainly sounds feasible, I suppose. I see that our mayor has made up another mandate for gauntlets. Unib, you kind of suck, dude. I think we should get another mayor. What happens if I just put in a new mayor? Anything bad? How about you, Bowyer? You seem fairly competent. Yeah, what the hell? I'll put him as mayor and see what happens. Probably cause the previous mayor to go insane or something. Oh, this insane dwarf down here has finally expired. Everyone's very busy at the moment. You'll have to excuse me. I need to nicen up these tunnels before we can even start any work. Dwarf still appears to be dead. I wonder what the upper limit is on a dwarf reanimating, time-wise anyways. Like, how long could it take? The forest titan Nemo Kamayare Ile Itile has come. A gigantic quadruped composed of water. It has a curling trunk, and it has an austere look about it. Beware its webs. Well, that is an interesting turn. Can't say I'll be opening up the doors anytime soon. Oh shit, they can burst through doors, right? Also destroy our nice trade depots. Fantastic. Well, let's just hope he's gentle. He's smashing the door down now. Well, he's just made out of water, right? Aren't they supposed to be very fragile? First Conquerors, what do you say? I remember fighting a forgotten beast composed of fire a long time ago. My dude kicked him once and he just died. Just from a single kick. A brisk kick. So maybe that's all it'll take. Oh, okay, so Nemo got through the door and killed that dwarf while we were away there for a second. Well, at least he's mangled, so he won't be coming back anytime soon. Let's see how that combat went down. What do you say? Forest Titan kicks him in his leg, and his leg exploded. And he kicked him in the head, and his head collapsed into a lump of gore. Well, that does not bode well for my little dwarves, does it? What is this? Oh, is this actually fucking migrants? Migrants have arrived? Good. Oh, good. Yeah, come right in, guys. Right past the freaking forest titan. Oh, some webs. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Just power through those webs. Anybody make it down? Oh, this guy made it. Hey, buddy. Hey, let's get this door closed promptly, because what's his face is coming straight down. Don't go up there. Don't go up there. No, you're gonna be locked out, bud. Oh, yeah, no, he's dead. Okay, did anybody do anything to this guy? Breaking away a piece of the tissue on his head. That happened a couple times. A piece of tissue, I guess. Well, he's made out of water, so like splashed him. So there is just a load of dead dwarves out here now. Mangled. We're all mangled though, so they're not gonna be coming back. Where are you going? Where's he going? Little asshole. Alright, so let's get the main gates closed, which I think was this one, right? That's what this lever was? There we go. Okay, so the main gates are closed. Jesus, that is ugly. We have no effective way of fighting this guy at all. I'm sure there's a lot of people saying, oh, be a man, run out there. No, I'm being a man and not running out there, okay? Alright, we're dwarves. I got people to think about here. I don't want to go marching people into combat against odds that they can't face, except for that first guy. I just wanted to, test it out, that sort of stuff. Okay, so we have one new dwarf in the fortress, and we did lose at least one more in that fighting. And then all those migrants there, they all died. So I suppose this means we're not going to be able to use the freaking trade depots that I painstakingly built this year. Oh my god. Alright, I suppose we'll just pull this lever over here, get that place nice and closed up. This guy is still dead over here. Partial skeleton, eh? I don't know if it turns into just a skeleton, if it could still reanimate. Can it reanimate? I have no idea. Okay, I've put some thought into it, and if we're going to be building anything during this video, we have to take care of this stupid titan out here. Now, my dwarves... they're spunky, but they're not fighters. In fact, we don't have anything metal to fight with. We have some traps, but those can't really do anything against that big bastard. Now, there's something I've wanted to try for quite some time, and that is trying to capture a forgotten beast. I'm going to attempt to capture him in like a cell, not a cage trap. Okay, well, I suppose this is what we're going to be starting with. And it really kind of relies on whether or not I can build floors off of bridges, which I'm not sure if I can do or not. Now, what I'm planning is to break open a little tunnel up to the surface. I'm going to wall up this tunnel right here. So when he tries to get into my fortress, he's going to be forced to go through this tunnel down here into this room, which I'm channeling the floor out of. Now, I know I can't raise up bridges when a forgotten beast or a titan is on them. So I'm going to have to come up with another way to drop him into a pen underneath, which will be down here. That's going to be a little walkway around the perimeter of the pen. So I'm going to build a bridge right here and a bridge down at the other end as well that hopefully we'll be able to raise up and drop a bridge in between them into this underground pen here. It shouldn't end up being an issue. We're not only conquering this evil biome, we are destroying it. It is our evil biome now at this point. Now, this guy over here still has not come back to life. He's not mangled. He's now partial skeleton. I'm not sure if that affects whether he reanimates or not. The zombies and this forest titan don't seem to be enemies of one another. Maybe the evil biome is so tightly ingrained with nature in this world that, they're kind of on the same level. Zombies are just a natural part of this world. And so this forest titan just sees them as kind of equals. They're all natural creatures. Not necessarily evil, but just a nasty part of nature. Make catapult parts. Okay, so looks like our new mayor would like some catapult parts. Oh, and actually the new mayor is not the guy who I had appointed. The new mayor is in fact our broker. Needs a decent office and a good dining room, or a decent dining room. Dining rooms, where the hell can we put those? We have nothing going on over here, so maybe I'll just pop a couple off the bottom here, or maybe even the top. That's enough room for a couple of decent little dining rooms. Now this guy wants 3 catapult parts, which seems like an awful useless thing. Well, let's get to it. We certainly don't want another dwarf to be beaten to death, right? Oh, don't you have to make it a goddamn like siege workshop or something like that? Oh, it's so annoying. Siege workshop. Oh my god, and it's enormous. Okay, it looks like our little pen here is all set. I'm not going to smooth it out because, you know, give it that kind of like rustic, dirty look. And I'm going to put in these walls here some fortifications. How are we looking on these bridges, guys? I think our mine's starting to look a bit sparse. That's a shame. Looks like this guy's finishing up the bridge over here. I really hope this works. B, C, F. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Okay, so I can build a bridge or a floor straight off of this. Looks like one of the emu zombies fell off the waterfall. Oh, and actually we have 2 other emus over here kind of swimming around in this water. Why is somebody unconscious? Cancels construct building unconscious. Oh shit. Okay, so, well, it looks like our mechanic here tried to build that floor, but as soon as he placed the piece, it just fell off the end of the bridge because it can't be supported by the bridge. It's an interesting thing to have to deal with, but I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily. I'm going to build some supports in the middle of this cage area right here to hold the floor up above it, so that when the supports disappear, the floor will just fall down because it's not being supported by the bridges. That shouldn't be a problem. 4 microcline pillars. Should do it. Let's see if I can make a siege workshop in this area here. And then we still have to make some slabs for all those poor dwarves. Making charcoal. Got dwarves forging metal now. Still no anvil, which I was hoping to have this year, but I guess probably not. Although we're going to have to deal with this freaking titan quickly, or else a lot of dwarves are going to die. All those poor merchants are going to come wanting to trade, hoping that this year is going to be their year to trade with Delersholid, and they're going to be smashed into smithereens by Nemo. Alright, we've got a couple dining rooms all set here. Let's get those nice and smoothed out. Autumn has arrived. Poor, poor merchants. Zasset Avazarist's corpse. Who's this? Okay, that's a guy who had went insane in this room over here. He is locked in. Not in a cage yet, though. Ah, okay, old Zasset has been caged. And add another zombie to the stockpile. Those poor migrants wanted to start their new life at this. Well, you know what? Honestly, they came to this evil biome. What the hell were they expecting? They must have been at least partially prepared for this outcome. Oh boy, the caravan has arrived. Let's see, maybe this guy will just kind of not realize there's any merchants here and go about his business. I don't want the merchants to die. They seem like pretty alright guys. So we're out of microcline, huh? How about we start making crafts out of something else? How about, oh, we don't even have that much orthoclase, but we can use up the rest of it. How about some of these weird stones, like sylvite? We only have 1 of those. How about saltpeter? Rutile. Petrified wood. Should really start making some statues. I think, was it, what, in the first episode I said I was going to make statues of contorted corpses. These guys are still making some tables, but we need some statues too, so I'm going to queue that up. Okay, so I now have that mason pumping out some unnaturally contorted corpse statues made of the redstone bauxite. As I had stated before, it'll get our dwarves used to seeing such horrors that they'll go outside and see an emu corpse and be like, meh, no biggie there. And then probably get annihilated by the emu corpse that they think is no big deal. A swords dwarf was found dead. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like the forest titan was slain. Huh. Looks like an iron bolt hit him in his head, and his head fell off. Well, how many did he kill before he went down? Just the one. Looks like he killed the swords dwarf. Fine by me. Although, that does kind of put a damper on our whole pen situation there. Here is Nemo's trunk. Just his trunk. It said his head came off, too. Oh, here's his head. I don't know if that can come back to life. Oh, it looks like a hammer dwarf just died up in this group here. And I don't think he's going to be mangled. That's an awful mess. One of those guys is going to end up coming back to life at some point. I'm not too sure what we can do about all of that stuff right now. Well, we have 16 idlers. So, then, maybe I'm going to just... I'll mark all of these bodies here as dumping things. Gonna get all these pieces thrown out. Okay, now all that is marked to be dumped. I'm going to increase the size of this burrow. Just like this. Oh, it looks like, okay, it looks like one of the spear dwarves up top has started fighting a peasant zombie, which came back to life, and I think has been re-killed. It's looking like the case. Who are you? Where the hell did you just come from? Oh, that's the outpost liaison. Okay. Maybe we can get a new depot put up, huh? Get a couple new doors put up. There we are. Pretty much just as it was. Okay, here we go. Got my dwarves carrying a bunch of wood. It seems to be the primary concern of these dwarves. We're also carrying an array of items. Well, it looks like one of the merchants was killed, and they're just grabbing all his stuff. Well, if you guys don't mind, yeah, we'll take some of this stuff that you don't seem to be using anymore. Buck rabbit corpse is fighting. Oh, so we have a rabbit over here fighting the weaver. He grabbed a ball of twine and is now heading up towards the fort again. You can see here my dwarves are vomiting again. Quite a bit, actually. Let's see how this guy's doing. Now, remember that dwarf at the beginning of the video that I had found dead for no apparent reason? He had tangled a little bit with that goose, which I wouldn't have thought did a lot of damage to him. I could see no other reason why he would have died, though, unless he got infected by some very minor wounds and then eventually just succumbed to that infection. And if that's the case, that could be quite a concern. The world is the same as ever, just what I like to see. Next year is going to be our year, Outpost Liaison, I swear on anything. Oh, we do have a minor amount of meat and fish now. Some actual protein. Alright, let's keep going. Keep collecting stuff. This guy in this room down here still has not reanimated. Some migrants have arrived. And again, I don't really feel like managing any of these professions here. Except that maybe we need a new architect. Someone can be an architect. You can be an architect. You can be an architect. Yeah, a couple new architects. Up to 89 dwarves. A lot of vomit in this corridor here. A lot of vomit. Oh, merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods. Okay, so we just completed this depot. They're probably going to leave in like 2 seconds. I don't know that we have anything to trade with you guys, unfortunately. Maybe I'll trade some of this crap that's really close. Okay, so now I'm trading all of that crap that the traders brought and then dropped back to them. Hopefully the traders stay long enough for us to actually accomplish this. Alright, so hey, funny thing, I was recording for like an hour and a half and somehow my mic got muted. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of whatever else happened during that hour and a half. I wish I could say it was uneventful, but quite a bit actually happened. I'll let you know when this ends, but this, what I'm saying right now, has been recorded after the fact, and just I'm putting it over the video there. So anyways, let's see what happened. We finished getting all the merchant items down into the fortress, as well as all the carcasses and all the little bits of animals and merchants and junk, and we got those all crushed up. So that's not a problem anymore. We eventually actually went in and plucked that dwarf carcass out of that meeting hall and safely crushed him as well. It did not reanimate, it never reanimated. So I'm thinking that after they turned to a partial skeleton, maybe they just cannot reanimate. That's the theory that I'm working under right now. The merchants left. You know, we never got to trade with them. They left before we were able to do any of that. So maybe next year will be our year. We successfully memorialized all those migrants and traders and junk who had died up top there. You see there's our memorial hall all loaded up with nice engraved slabs. It's starting to get pretty packed in there, but we still got plenty of room, so no worries. We were attacked by goblins. Our first goblin attack, so it's really a shame that you had to miss that. Just a small force, was it 8 to 10, something like that. They milled around up top for a while, couldn't find a way in, and about half of them got caught in my cage traps, and the other half went scurrying back to their little hole in the ground that they came out of. So we're going to have to prepare for that in the future. I'm sure they're going to send bigger and bigger forces now that we're on their radar. We then started work on the bottom right tunnel, the little top part there. And it was actually going fairly smoothly. There were some ogres kind of threatening to come a little too close, but it never ended up turning into an issue. And then, this is actually totally my fault. There were some harpy corpses flying around, and they started attacking my dwarves. And it was all because I had locked the wrong doors. My dwarves were taking these horrible roundabout routes down across over this little river down here and going around carrying boulders very slowly through the outside there. The harpies just started swarming. There was 3 harpies that killed probably 7 dwarves, something like that, 7, 8 dwarves. And harpies, I guess, are pretty small, and they do a lot of like slashing and cutting damage with their nails. So none of the dwarves that they killed were mangled. They all just were dead carcasses, and they have begun reanimating. So now there's 7 or 8 zombies walking about up top there. That being said, we did manage to get a couple of anvils from those merchants there, which is awesome. So I'm thinking we're going to armor up a nice squad of zombie crushers and send them out there and deal with all of these zombies, clear it out a bit, and then we can resume finally. That's what I'm hoping anyways. So back to it. Quick little inventory. What do we got? We got some zombies. We do have zombies walking around now, which is a giant pain in the ass. Zombies. We have Kias. around. All the goblins are now caged up. Fantastic. There are still quite a few corpses just kind of laying around too that will eventually reanimate because they're not mangled. What to do? Everything is locked up. I have no dwarves outside at the moment. I don't believe. Let me just double check that. Yeah, no dwarves outside currently. We do have metal. We have fuel. We have all kinds of stuff down in the fort. I think we're going to have to start up the forges, make some armor and some weapons for my dwarves, and show them what for. We have a smelter, a smelton. We have the wood furnace, a furnacin. We have the metalsmith forge, not doing anything at the moment. And I'm actually going to double up and make some more of these because we're going to need a ton of fuel, a lot of metal, and a lot of weapons. All right, so I'm actually going to build 3 forges now just so we could pump everything out really quick. Really going to have to start doing something with all these prisoners and zombies and animal pieces. We have quite a supply of them now. But I'm not sure what. That's the thing. Okay, let's open up that manager. 10 iron helmets. Warhammer. 10 breastplate. Iron high boot. Gauntlet. Now, this has always been a kind of a confusing thing to me. I don't know what's better, greaves or leggings. I believe it's leggings. I used to think it was greaves, but I'm not sure, I guess. I'm going to go with leggings. So you guys start making those up. Well, it looks like those harpies are still here. One of which is now caged. Thankfully, the other 2 have names, and I'm sure they really think they're something. Jesus. Enshaldomas Melbil Bomrek, the Harpy Corpse. Bud Guild, the Tome of Whips. Terrifying. Well, this certainly has been a tumultuous video. I started off just saying, oh, I'm going to build this little tunnel over here, this one over here. Boom. Forest Titan. Boom. Goblins. Boom. Harpy corpses. Boom. Zombies. Just every fucking where. You know what? I think I'm actually going to edit their armor a little bit more and add in some cloaks or something like that. Never can have enough armor. Oh, and just for future reference here, this pen is 100% complete. Something's gonna come walking over here, over the nice little bridge, and then get dropped down into this pen. Pretty excited to get attacked by something else big. I'm gonna have to lure something in there at some point if nothing comes along. Well, let's see. We got all those statues made up. I should start placing them down. How about in the meeting hall here? Just like that. We'll slap a couple in, I was gonna say the offices. Fortress officials seem spoiled enough though. Maybe I shouldn't give them even more. I mean, it is a statue of a contorted corpse. It's not like it's a pleasant thing to look at. Oh my god, what are we like out of? Yeah, I guess we're out of stone. Huh. Gonna have to get those mines started back up, looks like. Make an up-down stair right here. There we are, new level of mine all queued up. Got some more harpies came back. Guess the news must be spreading. Hey, head on down to Delersholid. Plenty of dwarves to kill. Gosling? Where the hell's a gosling? Oh, I didn't even realize. Apparently we have a baby goose sitting out in this tree here. Good luck, pal. Oh, we're down to 78 dwarves. That's horrible. Why is there an iron helm laying on the ground here? I go and I make you guys iron helms, and you proceed to just throw them on the ground. Yeah, it's a little rude. Iron chain leggings are completed. We are all set. We have all of our equipment. Let's just double check. I guess I didn't realize we can have shields and warhammers at the same time. So I'm going to have to make a few of those. One sec. Now I assume my squad is all outfitted in... Oh boy. The world has passed into the age of Gemwarm. That is fascinating. I don't know that I've ever seen an age change like that. What the hell is Gemwarm? I assume that it's some sort of maybe another Titan. I suppose it could be like a Hydra or a dragon or something like that. Although I do think if it was something else, it would say the age of the Hydra, the age of the dragon. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. What the hell is Gemwarm? Oh, well, doubtless it's some sort of an awful creature that's going to come visiting us at some point. Gonna have to keep our eyes open, I think. And our pen open. Alright, well, that's enough dawdling. I'm sick and tired of waiting for all this stuff to get built, so we're gonna have to send our guys out. Let's do this. Come on, squad. Let's assemble right here. Oh, we got a couple of zombies heading directly to the fortress. Oh, shit. Okay, I paused it. You can see our one hammer dwarf right at the entrance. Our unskilled recruit with 3 zombies bearing down on him. What, do they know that there's a way into the fort and they just come booking like that? Jesus Christ. Is there any backup on the way? Not really. What the hell, guys? Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, this guy's in fucking trouble, man. First Conquerors, you want to come on up and, like, help out your buddy here? Oh, God. Okay, let's check out this combat. So it hits a corpse in the head, fracturing the skull. Force bends the neck, tearing apart the fat, bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. That's a good hit. A couple good hits, actually. Come on, keep it up. Keep that up. Come on, come on. You got your buddies are coming. Your buddies are coming. Please tell me they're coming. Here's one guy. They're slowly coming. Hang in there. Come on, hang in there. You got this. There's your buddy. There's your buddy. Oh, yeah, shit, she died. Okay, so keep on going. Got a couple of recruits up there. 3 zombies dead. Okay, 3 zombies and a recruit are dead. Here's another zombie. Comes screaming across the frozen river. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Come on, recruits. Come on. 2 versus 1. Oh, and we got a zombie raven. 2 more hammer dwarves have arrived. Keep going, guys. Keep on going. Okay, killed that zombie. Killed the raven, I believe. Alright, let's take a look here. Mangled corpse. Mangled corpse. Mangled corpse. Okay, I don't see anything else nearby at the moment. We have a rotten corpse. I believe that's the one in the southwest there. First Conquerors across this river. And we're going to go take out this guy real quick. Oh, these poor guys. Let's see what's up with them. Foot is cut open. Left hand is mangled beyond recognition. Great. Left hand is cut open. Right foot is cut open. Right hand is cut open. Right ear is broken. You have a broken ear. Ability to stand lost. That's not great. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's looking like we're going to need a hospital. Honestly, I didn't think we were going to need a hospital because I figured anybody who got injured in this fortress was just going to end up dying. So let's do this. Come on, guys. There we go. Here comes a guy. 1 guy. Here comes 2 guys. 2 guys. Going charging across the frozen river, and they're... Oh, they killed the raven. Oh, what are they doing? What the hell are they doing? Okay, so they're running back to the fort. For what reason, I could not begin to tell you, but it also seems like the zombie has caught wind of them and is now booking across the river at, like, lightning speed, too. Here he comes, across the river, fighting, engaged with a couple dwarves, fighting, and dead. Okay, so he is dead. Okay, first Conquerors, freaking fantastic job today. We have some groundhog corpses on the map right now. Oh, just over here, actually. Groundhog mangled, groundhog mangled, groundhog mangled. Anything else on the map right now? There's nothing else on the map currently. So Delersholid, that was quite a tumultuous episode, wasn't it? We started off thinking we're on top of the world. It just shows you that we're not. We can't actually be prepared for everything that happens at all. All it took was a couple of harpy corpses to swoop in, kill some dwarves after a stupid mistake of mine. But we showed them, we killed all those damn zombies, and we have reclaimed Delersholid, at least for now. Perhaps next episode we can finish our little tunnel projects here, Christ's sake, and maybe actually do some trading. And perhaps nicen up our pen there for Gymwarm, whoever the hell that may be, in case they do end up arriving. I do hope you enjoy this episode, and remember, just comment. Feedback is certainly appreciated. It lets me know that I'm doing a good thing here. And until next time, my friends.